You know, very rarely in my career do I ever come across the visual that I've never seen before, which is why I'm excited to share with you what I'm about to share with you. Now, full disclosure, this video is a little bit longer because there's a lot of information to absorb, which my guidance for you is, as we start to look at this visual, feel free to push pause, absorb some of what the visual is showing us, and then go ahead and push play again, or for that matter, watch the video twice. But let's take a look at this visual together. Now let me set the stage for this visual. It's entitled Be Invested and Stay Invested. There's potentially 5 different scenarios that are depicted here. One, where a person has perfect timing with their investing. The second one is where a person just invests at the beginning of the year. The third one is where somebody dollar cost average throughout the year. The fourth scenario is somebody having absolute worst timing. And the fifth scenario is somebody just holding cash. Well, there's 3 different time frames. We're only going to look at the one on the right-hand side. So the one on the right-hand side references a 10-year period that ends December 31st of 2021. And what this hypothetical investor is doing is putting $12,000 into the S&P 500 every single year. Well, as you can see by this bar over here on the left, a person who put $12,000 into the S&P 500 every single year would end up with $315,000 if they had the absolute perfect timing, the absolute best time to invest that year. Well, the person who just invested at the beginning of the year would still end up with $311,000. A person who dollar cost averaged throughout the year would end up with $290,000. The person who absolutely had the worst timing. Now, that's the person who picked the very top of the market every single year would still have $263,000. But that person who just held cash that entire 10-year period of time, about $126,000. What's the takeaway here? Here's the takeaway. If you're regretting putting money to work 3 months ago, or 6 months ago, or a year ago, you're not alone. But here's the thing, it can still work out for you. This visual shows that putting money to work and keeping it invested is the best plan of attack. Not trying to pick the best timing or dollar cost average or regretting a decision that you make. You can't go back in time. But hopefully this visual depicts maybe a situation that a lot of us have been in. Having regret about decisions that we made in the past does us no good. But I want you to know that just because we made that decision doesn't mean it's going to work out bad for us. If you've got any questions about this visual or your own investments, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Talk to you soon.